Okay, YouTube, so I read a little bit of literature. This is what came with my piston rings. I didn't really find out anything that was going to help me out too much because these are really ambiguous. I hate to say that about Engine Tech because they do give you a pretty cheap kit, but it is indeed a cheap kit, okay? So, not sure if you guys recall, we were talking earlier about how my old rings were about 40 thousandths to start out, okay? Close to 40 thousandths. They were a better part. They were over 31, under 37, so we're going to say about 35, okay? Just to give us a good average. These were at 35 thousandths when I measured them in the cylinder bore, okay? Now these new ones were at 10. And reading my literature, I found out, reading this, found out that these are actually spun cast iron piston rings. And I'm pretty sure that these are like plasma moly or some shit. I'm not sure what Ford put in here, but they're definitely high-end rings because they expand, okay? I'm not sure if I said it earlier or if that video still exists because I do a lot of deleting and restarting. Yeah, this one hasn't been touched yet, so we're going to do this one next. But I've done a lot of deleting and restarting, but pistons like this or spun cast iron doesn't really expand at all versus this plasma moly stuff. These I'm going to hold on to now that I know exactly what they are. I don't know exactly what they are, but now that I know what they are, I'm definitely holding on to those. But they said don't spiral these on. I actually got that piston completely assembled and ready for installation. It's going to sit there. I'm going to show you guys how to install them. Again, Ford has a way better set of rings on here, so we're going to hold on to those. Anyway, I'm going to get on with the installation. I just wanted to explain to you guys that, you know, the oil ring setup with these pistons are completely different. Everything set up. Everything is completely different with these piston rings versus the factory ones, okay? So keep that in mind when you purchase this stuff, okay? So, we're going to set these new ones aside. We're going to take off our awesome plasma moly rings, which I kind of feel like throwing back on there now. Yeah, get you guys to where you guys can see. We're going to take these off. Now, taking them off is pretty much just as easy as putting them back on. Just take off the corner side and kind of like lift this up and away from the piston. You need to kind of stop that other end from moving, and it will kind of just like work itself out like that. See? Once it starts to do that, you can just slide it on off. Now, if you don't have dome pistons, this is a lot easier. Since I have higher compression pistons, I think it's still like 9.0 to 1 or 8.9 to 1. These are a little bit more difficult to take off because of the dome shape of the piston. So anyway, zero quench Ford. Yes, zero quench. Even though they get more horsepower than the quenched ones. Now that was even easier. I put my thumb in front of it, put the gap there, and just kind of slightly opened it. Now, these guys suggest installing the black ones with the piston ring installer. Honestly, that's probably going to open it up more than you spiraling it on. So it's really your call. Me personally, I don't know. Piston ring installers kind of scare me. They look like they're going to break my piston rings, but the whole point of them existing is to not break your piston rings. So let's see if we can do that again. Put my thumbnail in front of this one. Put my other thumbnail behind that one, and just stick them both together. Or split them apart. It's a better way to say it. It's the right way to say it, actually. Split these two apart. And these are going to probably scratch my piston a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal. It's not like it's going to gouge the crap out of it. So it is fighting its little ass off right now, though. So one of the oil rings, oil rails. And that little gap right there, I'll help you get the bottom one off. So, thumbnail in there, like so, Ricky Bobby. Lift that bad boy up and off. I haven't checked to see if you guys can see this whole time, which kind of sucks. So, yeah. Now what's left is this oil ring. Ford actually interlocks these together, so you have to figure out where it is and then kind of break it apart. Now, since I didn't take this. Yeah, the oil ring on the Ford one. Ford oil ring is a lot better. me show you guys what I'm talking about. That's the Ford one. And of course OEM's going to be better, they engineered it. Here's the aftermarket one. Look at that. Compared to that. That looks like it's engineered just for these pistons, because it is engineered just for these pistons. So we're gonna hold on to all that shit, and then we're gonna clean this out. See if we can get as much of that gook out. There's really not much gook in there at all, actually. These pistons don't hold on to very much. But I'm gonna clean it out just to be safe. Sanity check, and then we're gonna install rings.